Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If you like the content, please like and subscribe and click the notification bell. Yo, what's up guys? Um, Today I'm gonna help out with a guide for ZS Pack Tensura and explain some of the mechanics in the game. Um, just to make things a bit easier and more helpful and stuff like that for the game. So First of all, I have done a playthrough in a single player world. I recruited some orcs and all that sort of stuff into my town, which was really cool. I recruited some goblins as well, and then I built a little village with about 6 houses. So I put two beds in each house, so I could fit about 12 people, and then I built a stable to house 10 direwolves, but a lot of the mechanics in the game were a bit difficult to understand initially in the game. So I felt like this kind of guide would be very helpful to players that tried out the mod or want to keep testing the mod and playing the mod. So I thought, you know what, why not just create a video, explain how things work in the game, and then uh, try and progress a bit further, and then just show how the game works, how some of the things function, and then we take it from there. Yeah, so I'm gonna start a new world, and I'm gonna pick a slime because recently, but obviously I just don't have the new IP to change to for the public IP for the change, for me to keep testing it and trying out the class. Well, the race anyway. Last time in my single player world, I picked a lizard man, and then obviously in the server when I was playing with my friends, I picked a slime. So I'm gonna go with the slime again, um, and then explain from there. Okay. So first things first, um, that I feel like I need to explain is when you push B, it opens up your menu. So you get your EP, then this gray empty bar here on the right side of your character. If you click it, it'll show your two evolution selections. And then at the bottom here, it will tell you the requirements in order to do the evolution. However, sometimes just be aware that with some evolutions, they require more than one material. It was the case with the slime when I was playing on the server with my friends, is that I need more than one magic ore to do the complete evolution. But if I click track, then the progression bar will fill up as I get closer to my evolution. Okay, secondly, when you're in this menu at the top left, you'll see your skill menu. So you get a unique, um, you always get a random unique, but at the beginning of the game you'll see here in this chat bar it says reroll. So if I select reroll, it just changed my unique skill to envy. So I'm going to re-roll it again. It says martial master. So I went from, oh, so I got the heavenly eye. Did I get two unique skills? No, martial master. What's that? Empower your physical attacks and accelerate thought process to react and dodge better while beating your enemies to submission. Okay, I think I kind of like that unique. So you get 3 free rerolls. I've got 1 left. So you can change your unique skill. So just to make sure that you are aware that it is random when you do the reroll. And the chances of getting specific uniques, like the more useful ones, have like a 1.6% chance. And where I can show you that is if I go here, you go to goals, right? If I go to the iron coin, you'll see the rewards. Sorry, so it's a 1.92% chance to be more accurate. So in order to get these coins, you have to complete one of these said challenges at the bottom. So say for example, if I beat an elemental colossus, it will give me a colossus token, which I can then say submit, hand it in, and then the reward is I get a copper coin. And then up here, I can exchange the copper coin, the said copper coin, for these two rewards. And then depending on the challenge that you complete, you will be rewarded with either a copper, iron, or gold coin. So that's for the exchangeables. So the most essential thing I would say in the game as well is to get your EP up as much as possible. And then what happens is, as a result of you getting your EP up, your magicules and your aura increase as well. Okay, these aren't the only skills you can learn as well. You get your magic skills, which is spiritual, and then summoning, and then you get your battle will skills. So your battle will skills you will gain, say for example, if you're exploring the overworld and you go into a mine, sometimes the chests and the mining carts will have a battle will skill, and it's a book that you can read and you'll instantly learn that battle will skill. Okay, so the next thing that's a bit more easier to explain, okay, is let's say you want to activate skills while you are playing. So if I select this skill, you see how it says none here, 3 of them at the bottom, right? If I select one, it puts it into the top slot, right? If I go into my common, I should have my self regeneration skill because it's my starting skill as the yeah. And so basically what happens is I can't put this onto the skill because what happens is some skills you can toggle them on or off. Some of them you have to master the skill before you can toggle it on, so it gives you a permanent passive. Um, yeah, so outside of that, let's just see if it is toggleable. It is. Okay, cool. So now in order to use a skill, Z, X, and C on your keyboard. So Z will be your top skill, this top one here. X will be the second one, and then C will be the bottom one. Okay, to activate each skill. What happens is like in the skills, you'll see if I go to my intrinsic, you'll see a mastery bar, right? What happens is when you learn a new skill, sometimes you've got the skill, but you need to acquire it. So say for example, let's say I go to quests here, you go to common, right? For example, I'll use this line to explain it better, right? Let's say I get the water control skill, right? At first, when I acquire it and I start to learn to use the skill, once I master it, I will unlock the hydraulic propulsion skill, right? If I then master the hydraulic propulsion skill, it will then unlock the water blade for me to use as a skill in the game. So what you want to do is essentially we'll just get a start going. I just need some trees, but yeah, I decided to pick a slime because I just wanted to try it. So let's get some wood going. Alright. Now, I could just do this. Oh. That's a leech lizard. They're horrible little creatures. These leech lizards actually just have no chill in this game. They will constantly attack all the time. Okay, well, I might just have to make another table, which is fine, because I've only got 10 HP, as you can see, as a slime, which is going to be very helpful for me right now. But I just need to go up to stone. Um, then, now, get some cobble. So I'll show you why EP is everything in this game. So you see how I'm using this pickaxe right now, and you can see the durability is going down, right? It's got the green bar lowering slowly, whatever. But if I hover over it, you see, okay, it doesn't show on this one, but let me do a stone tool, and then you can see what I'm talking about. So what happens is actually your EP will actually slowly fill up the object. So say for example, let's mine a bit with this tool. We'll get some ores and some coal and some iron and stuff. You can see the durability is slowly going down on the item, right? So now if I push E, right, and I hover over the item, you see the EP is slowly filling, right? But because my durability is lower than 131, right, it's refilling my durability on my weapon, on my tool, for example, right? So it's actually repairing my tool automatically. Once it reaches the maximum durability, then it will fill up with EP. So basically what happens is the higher your EP in the game, what happens is it causes some of your items, like your tools, your weapons, and your armor to evolve to the next tier. So say for example, like I'm on a stone tool, right? If I get to a new bracket of EP, so say for example, let's say I'm at 600 right now, right? If I get to like 14,000 EP, then if I was wearing a set of iron armor, it would evolve to a diamond armor. So essentially what happens is you gain unbreakable tools and weapons in the game. So you only need to craft one of each. So let's say I craft a stone pickaxe, a stone axe, and everything. It's enough for me to get through the entire game because of the EP. Always repairing and filling and repairing the tool. So if we manage to make, for example, iron tools and iron armor and gear, then it will constantly repair itself while you're moving and doing other stuff and in a fight, because your EP will constantly repair the durability on that piece. So essentially all you need to do really is make one of each tool, raise your EP, and then go from there. So basically, if you want the menu to see what I'm talking about, right? If you go to FAQ here in this menu, so what you saw, what I did was I pushed E, and then the top left you see the books here. This book called Quests. If you click here, you'll see this side arrow on the side. If I hover over it, it opens the menu. But yeah, basically if I click this, it says evolution points for equipment, right? Monster leather armor sets evolutions, right? So if I was to make a monster armor set, for example, with leather D, if I got to 2500 EP, it would evolve to a monster's leather C level of equipment. If I got to 5000 EP, that same monster leather would evolve at 5000 EP, so on and so on. So I think what happens is basically the iron, because it's a tier lower than a diamond set of armor, when it hits a certain EP bracket, this one doesn't exactly show the specific for iron, but your tools and your weapons can evolve with you as you get stronger with these evolution points. So say for example, like, let's say we're mining and all that sort of stuff, and you need a higher level of tool, right? To try and do diamonds or get magic ore or something like that. If you raise your EP cap, you can actually evolve the tool to the next tier. So say for example, if I'm using this stone pickaxe, if I continue to raise my EP, it could evolve into an iron pickaxe. If I push it further and get my EP even higher, it could evolve into a diamond pickaxe. If I push it further from there, it could evolve into a netherite pickaxe. So I could actually get tools that I'm not able to farm those materials yet, because I think the game primarily is focused on overworld exploration, because it's got the fire and ice dragon mod. So basically, you'll see coin piles um, inside of the dragon layers, and you can use those coin piles to get nuggets and stuff like that. So basically, the lightning dragon will have copper ingot piles, copper or silver. I can't remember. I think it's copper. But anyway, I kind of want to get my tools going, so I need a furnace. I just need some more iron. Then I'll make myself my first set of tools and armor and stuff like that. I'll move straight up to iron, because if if I can constantly repair it, there's no point in sticking it on stone right off the bat. I'll move straight up to iron gear. Then I'll start raising my EP and start learning newer skills and stuff, because some skills just require you to raise your EP to unlock them. So like for example, if I go to my quests over here, I go to common, you'll see coercion, reach 5000 EP, and I'll unlock that skill. If I reach 2000, I'll unlock telepathy. 3000 will be strength. 3000 will be farsight. However, like if for example, if you didn't pick a race like the slime, then you will have to kill 500 slimes, for example, to unlock the self-regeneration skill. If you want paralysis, you'll have to kill 500 centipedes. If you want corrosion, without defeating the Orc Lord, or defeating 100 Tempest Serpents, then you can eat 100 rotten flesh. Same with here, you can eat 100 spider eyes, or you can beat 100 black spiders. And then ranged barrier, if you reach 80,000 EP and defeat Ifrit, you will receive the ranged barrier. So some of these skills require you to master some skills to unlock others. For example, like if I go and I learn the all-seeing eye, then at 15,000 EP I'll learn thought acceleration, and then I'll learn strength in body and analytical appraisal and steel strength. So steel strength was the skill I was telling you about. So basically, once you learn the skill, and then you master the skill after that, you can toggle on the steel strength, which is a permanent damage buff for your physical attacks if you're using swords or weapons. Yeah, so that's the plan. So basically I want to raise my rank, my strength in the game as much as possible, because it works just like the anime in this ZS Pack Tensura mod. So basically what happens is um, if I have a high enough detective farming, if I have enough magicules over here, when I name a monster or a creature, it permanently removes some of my magicules to name the monster or the creature that you're planning to tame, which then as a result it gives some of your magicules to that named monster and turns them into an ally. Wait, I saw the entrance. Okay. I just want to see if I can find some more iron. Probably should have made some torches. Oh well. I can make a quick plan too. What I'll do is this and this. Grab the coal. Then I'll break one of these. I'll break one of these. Now I'll just do this and this. Pop that there, pop that there. And grab my coal. I've got some torches. Okay, so I just need to make sure I have a pathway back to where I came from. So over here. So I'll put one there, and then I'll break this one. I always usually put a double torch on my exit points, so on both sides. So then that way I know how I can get out. And then along the way, sometimes I will do this, point one there, point one there, and point one there. So then it looks like an arrow going in that direction. Okay. Okay, perfect. Found some more iron. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Because I want a full set of armor, a bucket, and an iron sword and an iron pickaxe. Going straight for it. And then obviously some coal would be very helpful to get me going. And just to let you know, those leech lizards are very aggressive. So if you get close to them, they will, like, I'm not even joking when I say this, but the lizards will literally swim across water to try and kill you. They won't stop following you until like they can't reach you or you get to a certain distance that they can no longer follow or detect you. Because like the leech lizards have a skill called heat sense, so they can detect heat. So it's what they use to continually track you and follow you. So as a result, they will basically keep hunting you. They will just keep hunting you the whole time until they kill you. And then the worst part about it is when they kill you, they're standing on the top of your loot. So when you try and come back without any weapons, they'll kill you again. So they're low-key a bit of a troll, um, so to speak, in the game. Man, got a monster lab here. But yeah, I do love this feature, that the fact that your tool will become infinite. I think I'm not sure 100%, but I think the reason why your what's it called, um, wooden tool doesn't actually repair itself, is I think it's mainly to do with the fact that wait, so is it there? Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put one more torch here just to make it look like a arrow, because it was looking like a plus for a second. Hopefully. Okay, I got another 9 pieces of iron. I still need more, way more. But I'm gonna go to the surface and just carry on smelting and crafting. I got 5 pieces. That's another 9. Okay. Okay, I like to get my tools first, so that, make a sword. Oh, need the stick first. That will be helpful. Yeah, I'll get my iron pickaxe going. That's one, and the sword as well, so I can do a bit more damage. And then I would also like to get a backpack. A backpack will be such a clutch right now. Okay, so we got those. So I'll get a helmet first. See, watch, when I put the helmet on, it starts charging with EP. Okay. Let's see how we're looking here. Might be able to make boots now. Yeah, I think I'll just be able to make the boots. Just take the coal out so I can save a bit. There we go. Got some armor. Yeah, so it'll charge EP to whatever you're holding. So if I hold the pickaxe, it will charge the pickaxe. If I switch over to the sword, it'll switch to the sword charging it, but it will stop on the iron pickaxe. So essentially what we want to do is we switch to the iron pickaxe. Can't believe I missed this iron piece, yeah. Which is essentially what I want to do, is because if I have an iron pickaxe, if I continue to use it while my EP, or when I climb my EP, so how you raise your EP is literally fighting. the more you kill and defeat, the higher your EP goes. So what I actually want to do is get my full set of armor, my tools, so then that way, as I use them and raise my EP, they'll evolve with me. They'll just get stronger. And then, like, if I can get to a a netherite pickaxe, then when I'm in the mines, I can actually mine magic ore, which I need for my evolution. If I want to go through a metal slime, a demon slime, I have to do in an awakening, / true hero awakening. But the reason why I don't want to do that yet is because of this. Okay, so say for example, if I go to FAQ here, it mentions it here. So it says you must get all of the resistances before you evolve into a true demon lord, a true hero. Otherwise you won't get nullification for each skill and resistance you own. So the resistance tab is over here. So you'll see all these different resistances. So how to figure out how to gain the resistances, you click it, right? It says take 15 damage from any source of flame damage, right? But it's not too specific with the source unless you go to the next page and then it tells you the sources. So salamander, Ifrit, firebolt, flare circle, hellfire, and magma surge. So the salamanders are the summons. Remember that Ifrit brings out when he was fighting Rimuru in the anime. So the salamander or the Ifrit, if you take damage from any of them, then you could gain the flame attack resistance skill. So the nullification comes after that. So basically, if we have the flame attack resistance before we evolve, and then when we evolve, we'll gain the flame attack nullification. So basically, flame attacks won't do any damage to you at all. So these are all the resistances you can gain. So if we were to collect each one of the resistances and then evolve into a true hero, into a demon slime, then we will essentially gain the nullifications for those particular skills. That is particularly why one of the reasons in this game, Rimuru, when you summon him, is so hard to defeat, because he's got quite a bit of nullifications for skills. So he becomes a lot more challenging to outright destroy. Yeah, but I also want a base, so that'll be a bit more helpful. Yeah, but guys, this mod was so fun. It's so fun to play. Like the fact that you're like going through the process of I wouldn't say exactly Rimuru, but the fact that you travel and you collect the magicules, and then you got to find the areas where the mobs are, so that you can recruit them, like goblins and dire wolves and all sorts of stuff. Also, if you're unsure of a recipe for something that you want to make, the JEI, how it works is if you hover over the item, you push U, and then it gives you all the different recipes and stuff and things that you can make with the said material. For example, I can trade it to this villager for emeralds. I can smelt it inside of the thing to make higher quality magic crystals, or I can add it in a smithy, to make certain items. So yeah, it's really, really helpful. I think I do want to start smelting some copper, but what I did want to do most, not this way, was I saw a spider nest on one of these sides for this cave, and I saw a spawner there, so I kind of wanted to challenge that, because usually sometimes in these mines, especially near a spawner, you can find those chests, the mining chests, and like the mining chests will sometimes have a battle wheel skill, so I kind of wanted to. Okay, let me try and kill this skeleton to raise my EP. Should be a bit easier to beat with a spider. Okay, I see there's a bunch of iron here, so I need it for some armor. Oh, there's more. Perfect. Yeah, I'm literally, because I'm a slime, I'm like one tile big, one block, so I can literally I will need to organize some food as well at some point. Just use a sword, bust up these cobwebs. Because as far as I'm aware, ooh, it's a good thing I picked a slime. At least with the self regeneration skill, I can keep myself alive. I just want to see if there's maybe a chest in here. Ooh, more iron. Give it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Take what I can get. Ooh, yeah. Lapis lazuli. So if I can roll some enchantments later and stuff, that'll be helpful. There we go. Nice. Got some more iron. Oh yeah, I got a bit distracted there. Having a bit of an ADHD moment, sorry. Let me go back. I was trying to get to the spawner. So far as I'm aware, if you put torches all around it, it'll stop them from spawning. Let's see if I can find... What's this way? I love how I'm just casually breaking a wooden fence with some leather in my hand. Copper isn't so, like, what I want so much at the moment. Obviously, I'll keep in mind where it is. Yo, that is a lot of creepers. There's 4 of them. Oh my goodness. Like a mobile kamikaze. Wait, are they following me? Oh my goodness, oh. What I could do is this. Where are they? Could lure them like so. And the advantage of being 1 block high. How am I doing? So I've got quite a bit of coal. Do better on iron. Was it for me as a slime to master that this absorb and dissolve? I can either eat leather, so this monster leather, or I can eat the low quality crystals. And then you see the blue bar slightly went up in the progression there. Check, my pickaxe is still good. I'm not using an iron pickaxe, I'm not even bothering with the stone. Yeah. Just want more coal. So I could do this. I just want to see. Can I find one of those mining carts? This is a slime because I don't have lungs. I don't drown either. It's quite nice. The only thing I don't like is the fact that I'm on 10 HP. 10 health is not exactly inspiring. Okay, what I'll do is this. Cut 2 blocks in. And now... like the creeper destroyer at the moment. And then my EP is slowly raising, you see? I was on like 600. I've already gained double my EP since I've been in here. Fighting those mobs. So we'll see if we can... lava. I'm not a fan. Okay, let's go try this way. Ooh. Creeper's done. Oh yeah, nice. More iron. Oh, 1 piece. Wow. So stingy. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the holiday so far. The Christmas holiday. I hope all you guys had a lot of fun and you guys got spoiled rotten. Yeah, I hope some of you also managed to walk away with some Christmas bonuses and stuff like that, and are having good times with your families and eating good food. You know, the whole point of being jolly is getting fat and happy for the holiday. You know. You wrecked the other one. Fine with me though. Took himself out. I really need to get some food and stuff going. I like to build more closer to a village though, because at least you get the advantage of trading and stuff. So, yeah, but I'm starting to run out of storage space, which is a bit of a concern. Um, so if I can remember where I came from, I'm sure I'll be okay. Let's see. Does appear to be me going deeper at this point. What's up here? Nothing there. See more copper. A lot of copper. Wow. This seems to be getting deeper and deeper. Oh, there we go. Found our way back. Go from there, and then I think I hit a left here. Yep. Now, go up here. Yeah, and I can also jump 2 blocks high with the slime, so I don't have to have such precision when it comes to making a stairway. Yeah, guys, like, to actually get the demon lord, well, the orc lord, the disaster one, you actually have to tame a orc, and then get him to 200,000 EP. So how you do that is actually by taking the the orc with you and getting them to follow you. You do some damage to an enemy, and then you let him kill it and finish it off. So then it raises its EP. Dragons are good. Necromancers are good for EP. Armosauruses are pretty good. What else? If you can farm mobs quickly, like leech lizards and all those sorts of things. Yeah, sorry guys, but I have a real in my last playthrough in the single player while I was learning all this, I could do this video. The leech lizards killed me a lot in the beginning. A lot. Like, I'm not even joking. Those things have no chill. And they have no mercy at all. So, like, I literally, ever since I got to a really powerful, like, my EP is over 4 million in my my other single player game. So yeah, I literally, when I was training my villagers, because I got 2 goblins, 2 direwolves, 2 orcs, and 1 beast folk to my village. Because I was spending quite a lot of time hunting ogres, only to find out that the ogres aren't recruitable, which sucks, because you actually have to find the dungeon in the game. So basically, usually the dungeons are quite far away, so you get 2 dungeons. You get the labyrinth tree and the Colosseum. So the Colosseum is actually the dungeon in the game. And by the way, the dungeon is really easy to use to progress gear. Like, the best way I found to find them, unfortunately, you have to use a command. So if I go /locate, right, you go to I think it is point of interest, which is the POI, and then you can go all the way down to Tensura, and then you see labyrinth. The labyrinth is the tree. So basically, in the anime, you saw how they would pray, and then they would gain the spirits, right? And the spirits grant them skills or magic, right? So I think it was actually a structure. Okay, so structure, and then if I type Tensura, um, really? All I know is it's the Colosseum in this, in these search. There, Colosseum, TR Beyond Colosseum. So if I push enter, it will tell me 17,000 blocks away. Oh my goodness. That is miles away. Wow. So if you write the coordinates, right, so you read it from left to right in terms of your coordinates here. So you get the 5, the 64, and the 21, right? So basically, you all have to have these values um, in this in this menu here below the mini map, because it shows you the exact coordinates. So if I write it down, it's 17,840 and then minus 20,944 and then 27,492. That is the location of the Colosseum, and then let's see if we can find see if the labyrinth is close. So let's see, locate, structure, um, not the Colosseum. So if I go Tensura, the labyrinth tree, enter. It is. It's also still pretty far, but at least it's closer than the. It's closer than the, what's it called? The Colosseum. So the labyrinth tree. If I push T, obviously dedicated servers will probably be a bit easier for you to find these locations, because I'm sure they would have a thing in place that would help you find it easier anyway. Yeah, so the Colosseum is the dungeon. It's the Tensura dungeon that they mention in the mod pack. So whenever they say, like, for example, uh, here, if I push, I think it's L here, if I hover over and I go to Tensura, there is a advancement where it says, not there, uh, well, anyway, there was an achievement or an advancement, I think. Was it goals? Advancements? No. They basically, there's one of them that's an achievement for you clearing 50 floors in the dungeon. So, well, we got our armor now, and then I just wanted to make a bucket. Because as far as I'm aware, I can consume slimes in a bucket. So I wanna get out of here. So let's just break this, grab it, break this, grab it. Okay. I don't know, dude. I don't know if I want to head to this labyrinth tree. I know it's pretty far away, but if I get some food and stuff, I could set myself up quite nicely if I go to that spirit tree. And then from there, I could literally do a prayer, gain some spirits, and then from the spirits, um, I could lit. Oh, wow, wow. No, 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 no. Leave me alone. Go away. Foot sec. Foot sec, man. Go away. Okay, there we go. There we go. I got him. Is there any more leech lizards around? Because, yeah, they're aggressive. Oh, did I throw my pickaxe? Oh my goodness, I would have left without it. I think the only thing I forgot to craft, really, was the... stone axe. So at least I could cut some trees down a bit faster. These bargists aren't strong, and they aren't fast, so, I mean, quick early XP, they're really easy to beat. These leech lizards, on the other hand, are a bit stronger. The only big problem with them is when they hit you, they create nausea. That's why it looks like I'm walking around drunk, like as if I've been drinking all night at the pub. And then, like, you can't chop the whole tree down, so if you just push shift and then cut the tree, it'll cut the whole tree down, and then you can get all the wood you need and stuff. Okay, bamboo log. Yeah, I can't convert that. Okay, what do I do with it then? Can make a compass, stack upgrade. Okay, we're keeping that. For a backpack, I'll take that. I'll chuck the granites in there, but let's just get rid of my wooden tool. Stack that there. I'll chuck away this wooden fence as well. And then let's keep them. I was wondering what was attacking me. I thought I got poisoned or something. Okay, I'm at like 2.6 in EP so far. I should have unlocked some newer skills, I think. Telepathy. Okay, I can only use that. Okay. Okay, so what's my plan now? Is there any towns or villages nearby? That looks like a, this one here looks like a, pillager camp. How should I go about this now? I think if I can get some quick food. Goodness, I'm so stacked. So full. Oh my goodness. One arrow. Nothing. I think let's maybe find something for food. Oh, there we go. Something's killed something over here. I can see the meat icon on my screen. Over here. The bottom. What was that? Ah. Leather. I need leather. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna chuck out the rails, I think. Well, the... Oh my goodness. That's just dick. I just wanted the... I'll learn the schematic quick. Chuck this back up. Okay, well I got some food. Some beef. I wanna see if there's any more cows around. Because if I can get some, kill some cows, I can get some more leather, and then I can use that to make my first backpack. What was the coordinates for that labyrinth tree? It was 332, 3392, and 531, negative 5312. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the first coordinate. What is that? It's a salmon. It's a giant salmon. Yeah, because if I could get a backpack, oh, that would be so helpful. So helpful. Oh yeah, and you can also fight ghosts at these cemeteries. Oh, there's a cow. I see one. I get him. Oh, there's two cows there. Perfect. There's... Yo, I've got 35 string. Holy moly. I'm winning. Oh, there's 3 cows. Even better. That's one. Oh, there's 4 in total. Perfect. Perfect. How much did I need to make a backpack? Backpack. Just a regular. And a chest. Okay, I can do that. I think I could do that right now. Let's pop this here. Okay, I just needed convert all this. A box. Right, and I needed two was it 4 string? I think. Yeah, 4 string, and then I just needed leather on each one. There we go. And then how do I do the upgrade? Can I do an upgrade quick? Upgrade. What's this? Wait. Let me just see what I need to upgrade the backpack first. You know, like, it's kind of crazy, but it's weird for me to search it again because, like, oh, that's really chill. But what's the difference? Why is this one got only 4 and then this one's got like 8? That makes no sense to me. Well, anyway, let's make the copper one first. Backpack. Then we go up a tier. And then let's see if we can get away with the cheap one. Oh, it works. I am backpack. Why does it say you? Oh, it didn't make it with that one. Okay, chilled. Now we've got a backpack. I am backpack. Open this. Yeah, this is your equipment slot. So, perfect. Now I can empty up. That's just enough storage for me to organize. Yeah, nice. I'm so happy. Cool. I think. Wait, can I make a crafting upgrade? A trapped. I can make a regular chest, okay. And then I need what for this? Okay, I can do that. Cause I would like a. Wait, can I make a furnace upgrade? That would be nice. Furnace. Blasting. Blasting ores and metal stuff in an upgrade tab. Is the blasting? this? Okay, I need redstone for that. Tank upgrade. Let me see if I can make a stack upgrade. What's that? Block of iron. Ooh, that's more expensive. Okay, I just want a crafting table for now. That would be quite nice. A mobile crafting table, so let's make that. Probably need the materials from my backpack first. Iron, I needed the string. Let's see, where was it? Oh, I need 4 iron. Can I make it? I don't think so. But yeah, I have just enough. I have just enough. Okay. Okay, so first we make a chest. Okay, then we make this thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we put the one leather in the middle. And we put the string. Upgrade. Then now we go here. I need my crafting table now. I could quickly make another one. I'll have 2 crafting tables, oh my gosh. Because I need the one to make the other. That's fine. Let's keep. Okay, so this. And the crafting table is above, storage chest below. And then I needed 2 pieces of iron. And now we've got the crafting upgrade. Okay. Now, if I open my backpack, boom, I can access it from here. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell.